Welcome back to episode 2 of TokeCast. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Jay.
And this is TokeCast. Today we are smoking on Blue Dream. It's a sativa dominant hybrid. A mix of blueberry and haze. Blueberry's indica and haze is sativa, so it's mostly haze.
It has a sweet blueberry aroma. It is used medically to treat pain, depression, nausea, etc. It provides a happy, relaxed, euphoric, and uplifted high. And the downsides to it are it makes your mouth really dry.
Yeah, just like pretty much any other strain. So yeah. It's a totally like upper weed. It's basically the happy pill of weed.
Definitely. And
for our first hit, we're going to get a good taste of it. This time we're actually doing for Martin Luther King Day.
We're gonna smoking go ahead and a bowl of straight hash.
Yeah, straight bowl of hash, which is going to be interesting because when I smoke hash, it breaks me. My ability to comprehend words becomes like extremely hindered when I smoke hash, so this might be a bad episode.
So we figured what better to do than to start it out in the first 30 seconds of the show.
Hell yeah, so let's get some
So we're gonna start with that right off the bat here.
That fucking ball! Later.
Ooh, that is really harsh. So basically the way we got all this hash is we bought this big bag of Blue Dream, and this was about a week ago, and today we decided we were going to buy another big bag of Blue Dream, so we decided to just use my grinder and grind up the rest of what we had before we bought the new stuff, and we got kind of a fuckload of hash out of it.
Yeah, we got a lot. Actually bought him a grinder very recently, and we've been putting it to work. It's one of those four compartment grinders that has a hash catch and everything, so we're going to store up a whole bunch of hash and make oil out of it, but I don't know. We've just been playing with the hash for now. I guess we're just too antsy to actually get enough hash to make enough oil, but it's totally worth smoking anyway.
It's kind of one of those things where, like, when you first buy something, you get obsessed with it, and you, like something that requires patience, you can't, like, actually get the result because you're too eager to just use it.
Yeah, it's like a new video game where you play it 24/7, get burnt out, and then you don't really want to play it, but then later you come back to do the side quests and shit, essentially. So what do you think about the taste of this? It's a hash bowl, so there might be some bias like away from Blue Dream, but for the rest of the podcast we'll be smoking ground up Blue Dream, like the actual bud and shit.
Yeah, sadly we haven't saved up enough hash to actually smoke it for every bowl throughout the show, because that would be
amazing.
An insane amount.
That would be amazing. What do you think about the taste so far?
I think it has a really sweet taste to me. Like, it kind of tastes fruity.
Yeah. I feel like it tastes less fruity after being ground into hash.
Yeah. It has, like, a really harsh feeling on your throat and lungs, which, like, a lot of people don't like, but me being a cigarette smoker, I really enjoy it.
It was pretty smooth for me, actually, compared to... We actually smoked a bowl that had a little bit of oil scattered on top of it earlier today, and that was a lot harsher than the bowl that we just smoked. So, initial thoughts, sweet, berry, it's pretty good.
Definitely.
In this episode, we have some pretty badass topics set up. We're going to talk about dead celebrities, because a lot have died recently. The drug of the day is alcohol, which can be debated whether it's a drug or,
it's not
drink.
A drug, but we're going to save the harder drugs for later on in the show, so.
For sure. We'll talk about a party that we had a county over. It got pretty crazy. A company is producing child sex dolls. We'll cover that later. It's pretty fun.
It's fun.
And
for our question of the day, we'll talk about song covers that we thought were original but turned out not to be.
Yeah.
We'll elaborate more on that later. And then we'll finish off with our fucked up video, and it is titled People Are Not Awesome 2016.
It's actually 2014. I don't know why I wrote a 6 there.
Because Kyle's way too fucking stoned.
Honestly, I was completely sober before doing this, and I already have a buzz going.
I wasn't. So, let's move on to our news. Most recently, David Bowie died on January 10th at age 69. He died of cancer, and he died in a hospital bed, and he had like a bunch of his family and everybody around, and like the death wasn't unexpected. Like, a lot of people knew that it was kind of coming.
Yeah, so he died a pretty humane death. That's pretty good. It's a lot better than the story of Scott Weiland, which also died kind of recently.
But that was like completely out of nowhere, literally in the middle of a tour, whereas this one he had been in the hospital for a long time.
Those deaths seem a lot more tragic than the ones that, like, it's coming.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean, David Bowie is like the worst person to lose because he was like the biggest icon that's still around today.
Yeah.
One of them.
he like cultivated pop.
Yeah.
He's a huge artist that's probably impacted like thousands of people's lives.
Yeah, apparently Kanye West as well.
Really? Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
heard about that. How he talked about that's where he got a lot of his inspiration.
Sure. Okay.
He said something weird like that, didn't he?
Yeah, he said David Bowie was like one of his biggest inspirations for his music.
Yeah.
Which is weird because you would think, you know, Kanye's music would actually be good.
Well, apparently not. Also, Ian Fraser Kilmister died.
I don't know who that. Oh, no, that's Lemmy from Motorhead.
Yeah, that's Lemmy from Motorhead. That's his actual name. He's known mostly as Lemmy from Motorhead. He sang Ace of Spades, which is, some call it one-hit wonder, but they actually have a lot of good music on their oldest albums.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty sad that he died. I think it was from... Shoot, I forgot what it was. I think it was cancer.
I think
he
it
got
was,
diagnosed
too.
with cancer on the 26th.
Yes.
2 days later, he died from his cancer on the 28th. That sucks.
Yes, it does.
Not even knowing that you have cancer until 2 days before you die, that's not fun.
Doctor comes out, oh, hey, by the way, you have 48 hours to live. Sorry.
Good luck, man. Also, Alec Rickman died. He was 69. David Bowie also died at 69, so that was kind of cool. That was cute.
And they both also died of cancer.
Yeah, and Alec
What a
Rickman is
coincidence.
Snape from Harry Potter, so if you're a Harry Potter fan, then that might be tragic.
He's in a lot of other big roles, but the biggest role that I know is Snape from Harry Potter, and I'm not really familiar with a lot of Alan Rickman movies, I'll admit that.
Yeah,
but-
me neither.
I know he was in a lot of huge movies, though.
That's interesting. So he also died pretty recently. I think it was just this past Wednesday or so.
Yeah, this last week.
Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, moving on. That was news. A lot of dead celebrities. So way to get this off on a positive note. On this note. I
On
think
another
we can-
note, Billy Mays also died.
Yeah, I heard that Michael Jackson died too. That was pretty sad because he had a huge tour coming up, but it's all canceled. Who knows what they're gonna do with
This
that?
just in, Kurt Cobain shot himself.
He shot himself in the head with his wife.
Oh,
I think it's time to smoke a full number 2.
I think that's about right. You want to start this one off?
Yeah, we already have some Blue Dream loaded up. This is now ground weed from a grinder that I bought for Jay for his birthday.
Which you already said.
Get jelly.
But yeah, we grinded up the rest of what we had from the bag that we bought, like I said earlier, and it fills like a pretty good sized corner of the bag now. And
You can definitely taste the blueberry in it. It's I don't know, it's really sweet and totally uplifting. Like you can tell that you can feel the effects of it. It's really positive, like gets you up and hyped and antsy to do something pretty much. I don't know, makes you really happy.
it does. Well, weed in general just makes me happy because I'm just a straight up no good stoner, but I can definitely see where it lifts your mood a lot more than other strains that I've smoked before.
You're addicted. What do you think about this strain so far? You gave it a scale from 1 to 10. What do you think it is?
I think it's up there at like a 9.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
call
love
it an
this
8.
strain.
It's definitely not the best, but it's totally like,
It's up there.
oh yeah. It's not much downsides. Besides cottonmouth, but whatever.
But that happens every time
every
you
strain
smoke.
has cottonmouth.
Definitely. So, well, now that that's over with, why don't we move on to our drug of the day? Kind of drug of the day. Debatable.
Our debatable drug of the day is alcohol.
Our legal drug of the day,
Our legal drug of the day.
that is worse than most illegal drugs, is alcohol.
Yeah.
So, first off, we're gonna, as usual, talk about our experiences in general with it. So, what are your experiences with alcohol, Kyle?
Alright, so my parents have been drinking beers since I've known them, and they're pretty much like, it's not common to see them without a beer in their hand. They're usually drunk all the time, but they actually have like a stable home that they created, and they're still working class people who get drunk all the time. So it kind of shows that like if you use alcohol in moderation like constantly, you won't get like destroyed like in the same way that if you use heroin like constantly you will get destroyed. Or like, you know, if you use cocaine constantly, you're gonna get holes in your nose. So it's definitely not a drug that you have to fear losing your life to.
Unless you binge drink and drink multiple bottles in one night, like a lot of people.
Like you can
that I
die
know
from
do.
alcohol poisoning, but you have to drink a lot, like over a lot of time.
But those are risks you gotta take, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Every time I've drunk, I get a lot more talkative and more social, and that usually
Definitely.
leads you to more, like,
You
less-
can make connections with people better.
Yeah, it also leads you to like worse situations that you'd want to be while inebriated. Whereas like
Oh.
smoking weed, you wouldn't want to go out and do stuff. So when you're drunk, you can say some stupid things and get into a lot of fights, and it's a lot harder to walk.
Or call girls your last resort hoe at a party.
Yeah, that happened.
That did not happen.
So you do a lot of regrettable things when drinking, but overall, I haven't had any like terrible experiences besides just regretting what I said one night the next day. I think it's a good drug to at least try once, you know. I
Yeah,
would recommend
definitely.
it. What about you?
I would definitely recommend it. Depending on who you are, like I know people that just like cannot drink, like they turn into like horrible assholes and like the worst type of person. But depending on your personality type, I think it's a great drug to use.
Yeah, it's true. Some people become like jerks when they're drunk.
Yeah, want to fight people and drink the rest of the booze.
I'd say if it has an abusive effect on you, you probably shouldn't be drinking alcohol.
Or do any drug that's having negative effects
Yeah.
on you like that in general.
Probably,
Just stick to weed. It doesn't usually do that to people.
So would you recommend it?
I would definitely recommend it.
Yeah, it's a good party drug. Definitely it's safe compared to other ones.
Definitely.
Alright, let's move on to high times.
High times.
So this story is actually shared by both of us.
Yep.
It's about a party that we went to a county over. And, well, some shit went down. And,
We are very lucky that we were a county over.
yeah, we're lucky that we didn't get in any huge trouble.
Yes.
Do you want to start this out?
Sure. So basically, Kyle got a hookup from a previous party. It was this college kid that he met at one of his friends' parties or something like that. I wasn't there for that party. But he got invited from this guy to a party that was over a county over from where we live right now. So we get a call and we get told to head to Safeway, which is the store a couple towns over from here. So we get over there, we wait for like an hour, and it's me, Kyle, my ex from the previous video, Marie,
And Han.
and Han.
The foreign exchange kid.
Han, the foreign exchange
He's the one who
kid.
kept saying nigger.
Yeah, at that one party that I also wasn't at. So basically we wait there for like an hour, and finally these guys in a bunch of trucks show up and they just tell us to follow them. So we follow them down the highway for a while, and then they just turn off on this trail that's marked by like this giant stick with a beer box on it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's not obvious. So we go down this trail, and there are just fucking hauling ass down this trail because they're all in the like these big trucks, and I'm pretty sure they were all wasted already at the
Yeah.
time. So they're going like 45 down like this crazy trail, and we're in like this little bitch ass Subaru
No,
trying
it was
to
not
catch
a
up
bitch ass
to it.
Subaru. We were leading the pack. There was some
So-
nigga trying to go like door to door with us, and he was like racing us. It was crazy. We were like rallying down the road, and there was like rocks and dirt like going everywhere. I'm lucky I didn't like break my windshield.
So the bottom line is we get to the party about 10 minutes after everybody else, and we go down this hill, and there's this big open area in like the middle of the woods, and there's like this big bonfire going, and there's like 40 fucking college kids at this party, and we're like little high schoolers at this time. We're like the little babies of the party, the little annoying kids that were there. compared to all these people there, and there were just like shitloads of them, and it was crazy. Like everybody was completely smashed, and
Yeah, it was really fun. Everyone had like their own different alcohol, and they were like trading. And since we were from a county over, we were the cool kids. So everyone would want to share their drinks with us, and we felt like celebrities. But like in the middle of all this, like we'd go back to the car and hotbox it too, and then come back out and party and just having a good time. But all of a sudden, a fight breaks out of the middle of nowhere, and then people are screaming, and someone's like throwing a fist right by my face, and I look over, and people are getting in fights, and everyone's like, "Call the cops!" And all of a sudden, a mosh breaks out for some reason. Like some guy was, I don't know. I don't
just
even know what
fighting
happened.
like in the middle of a huge crowd, and like a bunch of people were like trying to get him off him and shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. So we all decided that like, man, this shit's getting out of hand. So
yeah, so we just went back to the car.
Yeah, we went back in the car and hotboxed it because
Because the logical thing to do.
Of course, wait for it all to blow over and hotbox the car.
And little did we know, while this happened, couple of the people from the party that got in the fight drove off and went and got the fucking cops and went and brought them back to the party. So we're sitting in this car, like on the side by the bonfire, and we're just like smoking it up. Like there was the windows are fogged, like we couldn't even see each other. It was crazy. And I look out the window and I see this dude walking, and I look at the back of his jacket, and in big white letters it says fucking sheriff. And like right there, my fucking mood just changed, and like I was already completely smashed, and I'm like sitting in the back with Marie, and Kyle's up in the front seat with Han, and like they're completely wrecked, and they don't know what's going on.
We weren't completely wrecked.
You were completely destroyed.
Han was completely wrecked.
No,
the cop, he kept singing Molly while the cop was talking to me.
Okay, so
Han was wrecked. See, I saw the cops, and I thought that like since we weren't in the fight or anything, that it wouldn't be such a big deal. So the whole time, Jay and Maria are panicking in the backseat. They're like, "Oh shit, yeah." They're afraid that they'll get in legal trouble, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna get in so much trouble. We're drunk, we're high, we're hotboxing a car while the police are evacuating people." And the whole time I'm just like, "No, I have a good feeling about this. You know what? Not much. No. What's gonna happen? Like,
and
what's the worst that can possibly happen?"
You see, this is where the county over part plays in, because if we would have done this in our county police are insane with stuff like this, and they will like bust us on anything. So basically, if we would have gotten caught in our county, we would have been completely screwed. But luckily, the police in the county over are like completely lenient on stuff like that. And
yeah, so while we were back in the car, like Jay and me were panicking. I was like, "Oh, this could be fine." Han's fucking singing Molly and talking about sitting up and drinking and all this shit. Someone knocks on my window, and I look over, and it's a cop. So I roll down my window, and smoke comes billowing out. And the cop's like, "So, you plan on going anywhere tonight?" And I was like, "Oh no, officer, we were just gonna go to sleep right here." He's like, "All right, can I see your license?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, under 21." Yeah. Then he goes and walks over to his car, and he takes my license with him to scan it. We're just sitting there, and Jay and Marie are panicking. They panic so bad that Marie actually like talks to another cop, and she's like, "Can you just take me home? Like, drive me home. Like, I don't want to be here." And so she gets a cop to drive her home in the middle of this panic.
So yeah, and that was my girlfriend at the time, so you know how I felt when I'm drunk as fuck at a party that got busted by cops, and she just ditches me.
These bitches ain't loyal.
Yeah, these hoes ain't loyal. We broke up 3 days later. So anyways,
it was just me and Han, and Jay in the car left, and the police comes back and he gives me my license back, and he's like, "All right, just don't go anywhere and dump out all that alcohol." So
basically we got off completely free.
Yeah, and everybody leaves. An hour later, it's just my car and another car there, and it was like nothing ever happened. And then
the party basically started again. Like people started going out to the bonfire, and they started drinking and like got the fire going. And
I forgot about that. Yeah, the party did resume for a while.
Yeah. So yeah, basically that's our story of how we got completely fucked up at a party and got off completely.
Yeah, we could have gotten in huge trouble.
Definitely. I would have gotten put on probation. Probably would have like went to juvie for a while.
Yeah, we got
with my current
we got off lucky. All right, time to segue into our Ask Reddit question.
With another bowl.
One more bowl. Well, Jay packs it up. I'll be Alright, what song did you think was an amazing original until you found
Wonderwall.
out it was an amazing cover?
No.
What?
Is it my answer?
Wait, what?
Am I answering?
Do you want to?
Sure. My song that I thought was an original but turned out to be a cover was The Man Who Sold the World by Nirvana, and that's funny that I say that because it's actually originally a David Bowie song.
And he died recently.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's my song. That's like the number one song that came to mind when I heard that question. What about you?
Yeah, that's a good one. The one that I said was, or the one that I thought was an original but ended up being a cover was Alice Cooper's Because. I liked the creepy guitar and singing. I don't know, my parents had that song on a cover CD or something, and I just always thought that was the original because that's what I grew up knowing.
And I don't know how you didn't know that was the Beatles because it was on fucking Abbey Road.
Yeah, I didn't listen to Abbey Road much, I guess. I don't know. I thought that was the original, and then I heard the Abbey Road version, and I was like, oh, so this is the original. I actually didn't like it as much as the Alice Cooper version, but I'm starting to like it more now. So that's what we thought. We thought those were good originals. And they ended up being covers. On Ask Reddit, here are the answers. All Along the Watchtower by Jimi Hendrix. Apparently that's a cover. I don't know what that song is off the top of my head.
It's Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan!
So another answer on here is Where Did You Sleep Last Night by Nirvana, and Lake of Fire, and Man Who Sold the World. A lot of Nirvana songs are covers. Johnny Cash's Hurt, that's a good one.
Dude, I just got a fat hit.
Did you?
Yeah, dude.
That's
I think
good.
I got some booty in there or something.
That's what this show's about. Booty.
Whew. I'm almost gagged. That was great. Live and Let Die by Guns N' Roses. Landslide. Metallica's Turn the Page cover of Bob Seger. Did you get a harsh hit?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So anyways,
It's like a wrecking ball.
for our next segment, we're going to move into fucked up news. For today's story, we're going to be talking about child sex dolls. So here's the lowdown. A firm selling child-sized dolls for use by men who are sexually attracted to minors has provoked a storm of debate among the readers of Mirror.uk.co. The controversial dolls are made by the company Trotla, ran by self-confessed pedophile Shin Tagaki.
That's when it gets really fucked up. Because why? Like, it's okay. I mean, I don't think it's okay for a company to make child sex dolls, but even if they do, and the company is ran by a pedophile, like that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, so basically they're making child-sized sex dolls for pedophiles to use instead of fucking innocent children. So, as fucked up as that sounds and as horrible as it is, I think that's actually maybe a decent idea because who knows, maybe it'll stop pedophiles from fucking children. Maybe if they can just fuck their doll, they'll be alright.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a good idea because it's kind of risky because a concept like this has never happened before, and what if it's like the pedophile gets a taste of child fucking and then he wants, you know, the actual fruit and goes out to fuck more children. Like, I feel like this could totally backfire and cause a lot more.
Well, the
rape
pedophile
crimes.
already has a taste for fucking children, that's why he's a pedophile.
Yeah, but then, he had an idea, not a taste.
We're assuming that these people have already fucked children. This is trying to get them to stop fucking more children.
By fucking dolls, though, don't you think that would just keep their drive going? They should do
What's
ugly
gonna
children
stop their
things.
drive? Not fucking children?
Ugly
That's gonna
children
make it
ones.
worse. Might as well think they're fucking a child.
Maybe. Why don't they just fuck a midget? Can they make midget blow-up dolls?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, what do you think? Post what you think in the comments.
You'll agree with me, I'm sure.
Oh, here's the commenters. Here's the commenters' take on this. I thought was funny.
Oh, okay.
I'll read it off. She said, "This is disgusting, and some pictured with teddies. Oh my god, I feel sick." That is kind of crazy because it like emphasizes the child thing.
Yeah.
Please don't think, no matter what these vile types peddle, that this can or will ever be accepted. These people need to be hung or castrated. Hug? Why not medically castrate them? I dislike my ex. Can I have a doll that looks like him so I can murder him? Or maybe we can get some lady dolls for rapists. What the fuck is going on? Okay, pause. Maybe we can get some lady dolls. That's what sex dolls are. They're all lady dolls. I thought that was a retarded point for her to put in there.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe some child bride dolls too? If you do not see this is a dark path, then I pity you. I don't know. She seemed like she had a good point in her mind, but she's not
She
very
presented it wrong.
high IQ.
So anyway, we're gonna move on to our fucked up shit.
Fucked up
segment.
shit. This is gonna be
I don't
really
know
fucked
about
up.
this one,
Oh, this shit.
given the video description.
This is definitely fucked up shit.
So this is a video from efucked.com, the site that we go on for most of our videos for the fucked up
Most of our
segment.
family viewing.
If you've ever been on the site, you'll know why we go on this for our fucked up shit segment.
Yeah.
So the video is titled "People Are Not Awesome 2014," not 2016 as I said earlier, 2014.
Yeah, 2014, idiot.
So the part that
Gosh.
gets me and makes me kind of hesitant to watch this video, the description is in all caps, WTF, WTF, WTF,
What the fuck, what the
WTF,
fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the
WTF,
fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? Just
WTF,
over and over and over.
WTF,
That's the description.
WTF,
Like, it doesn't even give you any
WTF,
information. It just tells you that.
WTF.
Alright, so we're gonna start playing this in... Get your timers ready. Get your clicker on that triangle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Alright, so right now he's
So-
jerking a gherkin in Mickey D's.
It's not even hard. I don't see the point if he's not even gonna get
He's
hard.
throwing that thing around like it's a whip.
He's
Oh,
behind a girl.
Oh, bam!
Oh, he's not even hard, but he managed to come on her ass.
Oh no, he's running away with his dick in hand. He just came on a girl in Walmart.
Now he's running. Which, like, any normal person would do after coming on somebody in a store.
That's really fucked up. That's kind of funny.
So next we see cops clapping. We don't know why.
Dude, I don't know why.
That
I've
was
seen this
weird.
before. I don't know if Jay has. I don't think he has.
I don't think I have. Alright, this guy's naked.
Most awkward masturbation video you'll ever watch.
That's how I masturbate, usually.
Look at that eye contact. He's
Right?
falling in love with you. This guy's fucking a chair. I swear it's not all just gay porn.
What kind of video are you making me watch here, Kyle?
Not the beast.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, it's getting a little bit worse. Oh, this is called docking. This is
Yes.
when a man puts his dick in the
Yep.
other man's skin.
That's nice.
I'm like daggers. Okay, I gotta look away from this. Holy shit.
Meanwhile, I'm making direct eye contact, and I don't know why.
This guy's butthole fell out. We
Okay.
call that raspberry donut.
That's nice.
Okay, this
This
is
guy's shitting out pool balls. And oh my gosh. This guy's dick is on fire.
Dude, I cannot watch this.
It's
I
a
cannot
dragon
watch this 'cause every time I
penis.
do, I gag. Holy shit. I've
Kyle,
already
why do
seen-
you even show me these type of
Because
videos
it's
if you're not
funny.
even gonna watch them?
I'm trying to.
I'm
trying to.
watching
Okay,
the
I'm
entire
watching it.
video. I'm making direct eye contact
my
with
gosh.
everything.
I guess the more sickly. What is this? Oh, it's working. He just hooked it. Oh my god.
That's completely fake.
It better be. Okay, this isn't that bad. This is. Oh gosh. Oh,
I mean, war veterans got each other playing one over there. Oh, this
this is called
Okay.
pegging. That's
Okay.
blood.
what is the best move?
Yes, it is.
Like the Russians.
That's
That's a
nice.
good wife. I want a wife like that.
That wife that'll do anything for me.
Dude, that guy split his dick in half. Oh my gosh, I have two after this. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. tell us what you think about it in the description.
Okay, that's a butthole.
I don't like it.
I do not like it either. Wow, look at that mirror. Okay, this one's kind of funny.
What the fuck? Do you see that?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, this is
Damn.
traumatizing.
That guy is hung.
I do not know why we're watching this right
That man is hung.
He are home.
Is that the end?
He's the kind of guy who would fall down and stick with ESP.
Alright, that man is very hung.
He's the kind of guy who could go fuck himself.
Ooh.
My face exactly.
Man.
And that's what this show's about.
So that's some family fun entertainment that you watch with your children. Maybe give them to talk about the birds and the bees. It's a good watch for, you know, not me. It's a good watch for anyone but me.
It's a good watch for a nice family movie night.
Yeah, man. All right, let's smoke a bowl real quick here, and then
Let's forget about that real quick.
Let's do anything to forget about this. Guys, eye bleach. Look up some puppies and kittens. That's where it's at. Holy shit. I almost puked like twice during that, man. I'm surprised.
I've just gotten numb to those. You've been forcing me to watch them since I was like 12.
Yeah, that's true.
My method is to just zone out on the screen, just taking it all in.
When Jay turned 12, I sodomized his.
You sodomized my eyes with 2 girls, 1 cup, 1 guy, 1 jar, and the Pain Olympics.
Yeah, I took his internet virginity. I made him watch everything. 3 guys, 1 hammer. 1 guy, 1 horse. 2 girls, 1 cup.
It was also the first night I ever had a computer in my room, and it crashed that night.
Hell yeah, that was a great night. This pervert watches all sorts of videos. I don't know what's up with him.
All these videos that Kyle makes me watch.
Jesus.
The ones you bring up in the cafeteria at school.
Do we got this shit loaded, nigga?
We definitely have this shit loaded.
We do. We do. We do. We do. Hell yeah, I'll take greens.
I'll let you take greens.
Hell yeah, I'll take greens. Oh, we got a new pipe? Tell them about that.
Oh yes, so we got a new piece of glass than the one we've had before. I don't know if we mentioned this in the last episode, but the glass that we were smoking out of last time, it was like a little tiny blue and black striped pipe.
Lefty pipe too.
Yeah, it was a lefty pipe, and it sucked to get used to at first, but we got used to it after a while.
We do.
But yeah, it was like a pretty little basic pipe. There were no like outstanding features on it. There was no like cool pattern. It was pretty much a straight shooter. It was like really tiny. So basically it was kind of a shitty pipe. So the other day, yesterday, my buddy comes over and he got this new pipe, and it's a lot bigger than my old one. It's clear, and it has like a purple and yellow psychedelic swirl on it, like pattern on it. It's got a lot of like outstanding bumps on the bowl piece on the outside, and kind of like a swirling pattern on the end.
It's a really cool design.
It is, and the only problem with it is the carb's chipped, but like it's not even really that noticeable. But like it drags really well. It takes a lot bigger hits than my old one. It's a lot bigger, which I like. It has a lot bigger bowl.
You get more bang for your hit too.
Yeah, he brought it over and just said it was his new pipe, and he just like straight up offered to trade me straight across for it for my blue and black one. And I don't know why he did that, because my blue and black one was kind of shit, but I'm glad he did it because I'm pretty sure I got the better end of the deal on this.
It's a legit ass pipe.
It is.
So at this point, we're going to consult the paint high scale to wrap it up. Here's a 7. I am in high all the time. It keeps me from doing most activities. What do you think about that? You think you're there?
I think I'm there.
I think I'm there. Here's an 8. My high is so severe that it is hard to think of anything else. Talking and listening are difficult.
Nah, that ain't me. What about you, Kyle? Any day now, you stoner. You take that hit.
Yeah, I don't think I'm there either. I think I'm barely a 7 actually.
Yeah?
I think about my high all the time. I give up many activities because of my high. So we're at 7s.
Tell us what you guys are at.
Yep, that's it. That's it for this episode. I hope
Yes,
you
it
enjoyed.
is.
Subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your friends' friends. And have a
And
happy days.
Have a happy days.